Run it.
What's up, brother? How are we doing?
Doing well. Doing well.
I'm happy to have you here.
Happy to be here. This is a dope studio. Like I
Thank-
told you before, everybody also watching this should know how sick the studio is. Very, very, very nice.
Thank you. I'm excited to record this episode, dude. I've been seeing you pop up all over my social media. I don't know it's because if I needed some motivation or I don't know it's because you're killing it. But, dude, I'm excited to talk about your life and how you got here because I actually know your cousin, so I know a little bit about you before you got started social media. Not a lot of people might know that you were actually an athlete way before you were an athlete online.
Yeah.
So, if you got a chance, tell the people, how'd you get started just being an athlete? Like,
My whole life was, from when I was a little kid, was training, bro. That's all. It was always training. So when I was younger, I was playing soccer. And since I was a kid, like, you're talking about 5 years old, that was like a dream. I was going pro. Like, I was sitting on the couch with my father. We'd watch games, and like I was like, "Pops, one day you're gonna see me there." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be playing. And my father was a big soccer fan too, so he was always, they were always supportive of it, bro. Like I would go to school and like straight from school. Like, I wasn't hanging like from a young age, bro. I wasn't hanging out with my friends. I wasn't going anywhere. It was like come home training, and then like I'd go to training, and then I would play for two teams. So I'd go to training. Then my mom would come pick me up, or I would take a bus and go to the next session and train. So it was my whole life, bro. It was everything I knew was training. And like without it, because it was accustomed to me so young, without it felt weird. So it was just, I was always balling, bro. That's all I ever wanted to do was balling all the time. From like I didn't even go to like, you know, when they have like a high school formal, and I didn't go.
Yeah.
I had training. Like I wasn't participating in nothing. It was like I gotta go ball, all the way through college, all the way till after college. That's when I had an injury, and that's what kind of where my soccer career ended. But it just transitioned from there. Like it transitioned from playing a sport to like kind of being in a rut, being depressed. I was like, cause you know, it's funny, bro. You spend your whole life chasing this one thing. You know, and out of nowhere, like on one day and one tackle, like your life just redirects. You know what I'm saying? All that, it was really like a bad time for me, because it was like at that point after I graduated college, it was like now it's do or die. Like you have to do, like if you're going professional, like you've been saying since you were 5, like right now is the time where that has to happen for you. So it was kind of I was in a place where I was like, is this a sign from God to stop, or is this a test of my will to see if I'm gonna keep going and make this happen? And with life and me needing to make money at that point in my life, and having a family who, you know, needs me as like another source of income, I just started working. That's when I started doing the civil engineering stuff. And that's just around the same time I started, like, I've been in the gym before, but I wasn't really like a bodybuilder, like lifting weights, training. I was just functionally training for the sport. That's when I kind of transitioned into bodybuilding. And very quickly after that, like after I got myself out of that little depressive rut that I was in, because I was like really down bad for a little bit, is when I was at work, and I was like, fuck this. I was like, this was never for me. So then I started posting content. I was making TikToks and
What'd you do to get out that rut? What was like one of the main things you focused on?
I turned to God, bro. I was like, when I'm saying down bad, like when I tore my MCL, I was in my room for probably, dude, I don't know if the people say they're depressed, and I know people get upset, but I was in a position where I was in my room for 2 months, like reluctant to eat, reluctant to leave my room, questioning my life, questioning what I'm doing anymore. I don't even have health insurance. How I can't get a surgery.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I was in a position where I was like, this is it. Like I worked my whole life for this, and now I'm here, and I just turned to God. And in Arabic, there's a word called tawakkul, which means like, it translates to like God's plan, like what is written for you. And that's when I really started getting closer to my faith, and like just praying a lot, and just like hoping, like I was like, okay, whatever it is that you have destined for me, whatever it is that plan for me, although it didn't go according to my plan, whatever it is, I'm just gonna roll with it. And I just started, like, I was just praying a lot, and then I was like, okay, bro, you're a man, and you have to be a man. And, you know, since my father always instilled that in me when I was a kid, bro. Like, anytime I was upset, he's like, you're a man, you know, act like one. Whether that's the best for your mental health or not, I don't know, but that's how I operated, you know. I was just like, okay, you're a man, you gotta be a man, you can't sit in your room and fucking cry all day. So at that point is when I got up and I got a job. I was like, all right, bro, figure it out now. Next step. You know what I'm saying? You're starting all over, starting fresh, and boom. And like I said, quickly after that, I was at work and I was like, I don't like this at all, but I'm not gonna accept this. I'm not taking no for an answer. Like, I'm gonna find another way to do whatever. I didn't even post on social media before that, bro. I was just like, okay, I see some people doing this. This is like just around when TikTok was starting. I was like, I see some
Yeah.
people doing this TikTok shit, and I see that there's a way to make money from it. I don't know how they're making money, but there's a way to make money. So I just was like, let me try posting content. I'm in the work bathroom. I take my little break at work, go in the bathroom, and like it's a vein check video. I would just do this and show my veins and like hope it would blow up. You know what I'm saying? And just throughout the day at work, when I had little chances, I would just post a TikTok. And then over time, like, started to get a little bit of motion. I was like, oh wait, this video blew up. This video blew up. Like, maybe I could really do this. You start believing in something, you know. And then I just kept taking that route, bro, and I just kept evolving with time and with the platforms and with my life, kind of accepting that one thing was over and that maybe this is a new door that God might be opening for me. Maybe my calling wasn't to do that, but it was to like inspire other people and use whatever happened to you as like a means of showing other people there's that like you can make it through these hard times and find a way out if you really, really, you know, like stick to it and lock in, you know.
I wanted to ask, how big of a role does discipline play in your life? Because just hearing that small story, I realized, like, dude, you've been disciplined since a young kid. Like, you've just had that go-getter mentality since a young kid, because there's not many people who are missing prom, missing parties, missing hanging out with friends to train for soccer. Was that instilled in you, like, from your family, or were you just born with that?
Yeah, bro, it was like it was just at first it was just like I love this. So it didn't feel like work. You know what I'm saying? It's as you get older it turns into like now you have to sacrifice. It's less discipline. Discipline I people might disagree. Discipline is the easy part. Discipline is the easy part. You know you have to show up. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could show up. People can show up to the gym for 5 years in a row. People can show up to work every single day. You're disciplined. You could say no and just stay home and lay in bed. You know what I'm saying? To show up and get up and go to your 9 to 5 is discipline. But discipline is this, bro. It's a little piece of it. It's sacrifice. It's like, what are you willing to give up? And for me, it was like, yeah, I want to go hang out with my boys, but I want to ball. And I knew what it took. Like, I knew that, like, my father told me from the beginning, like, if you say you want something, then every day you got to remind everybody. It's not just like, okay, you had a good game today, and now that's it. Like, every day you got to remind everybody how great you are.
Yeah.
Like, so today is not good enough because tomorrow they'll forget about you. Tomorrow people will forget who you are. They'll forget your talent. They forget what you did yesterday. Today's a new day. Today you got to remind everybody again how great you are. My father told me that when I was young, bro. And that kind of always stuck with me. I was always like, okay, today I got to do it again. I got to have a great day today. You can make $10,000 today. But tomorrow, if you don't make another 10, then that money's going to go. It's every day. It was a thing. And I had periods in my life, bro, where like more recently, not recently now, but maybe a couple years when I started doing the social media stuff full time, where discipline, like I noticed myself doing things that I wasn't supposed to do. Like I would let myself indulge in, okay, I'm going here, I'm going to enjoy this, and I'm going to enjoy too much. And there's that competitive side of me, that nature that I've had since I was a young kid that would always like, but it's not good enough yet. Like you made a little bit of money and you're able to do this, but you're not done yet. Like it's always that like that competitive job's not finished yet. I don't know if it'll ever be finished, you know? And I think like, bro, and you see like the most successful people in the world, you go anywhere, it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk has all the money that he doesn't even know what to do with, but he's going to work today because it's something that's just in you. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's in you. And the second you stop is the second. I think that's where a lot of mental health problems start from, bro. Is like when you like the reason why you're able to avoid anxiety, and I'm able to avoid my own anxious thoughts, is because I'm chasing something.
Yeah.
You got to constantly be chasing. If you're not chasing, then you get caught in this like, okay, like I'm scrolling through my phone, I'm watching everybody do this, I see my friends doing this, and I see this person making this money, and I see this guy going to compete here, and this guy's going to do that, and I'm here, and that's why you get anxious, because you feel like you're not doing enough. So it's like I fill my schedule every day, bro. I fill my schedule with more than I can handle, and then I just like, as long as I can knock some things off the checklist, I'm calm. Like, okay, I got that done today. Tomorrow I'm gonna do this. Tomorrow I'm gonna do that. So But essentially, when it comes to the discipline thing, bro, it's more important to sacrifice, bro. Like,
Mhm.
what are you willing to Are you willing to sacrifice time with your family? Are you willing to sacrifice time with your friends? Are you willing to sacrifice the parties? Are you willing to sacrifice, alcohol, the drugs? Are you willing to sacrifice everything that the world has made seem glamorous
Mhm.
for this thing that you want? What are you willing to give up? And I got to that point where I was like, I don't want any of that. I want this. You know what I'm saying? Because you that's why they ask how bad do you really want it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you don't want it bad enough, it's fine, bro. Go enjoy yourself, have fun, enjoy your youth, do the things you like to do. I don't shit on anybody who wants to have fun and go hang out with their friends and make memories. Cool.
Mhm.
But if you want, you say I want this. If somebody comes to me, I have online coaching business. I have clients that say, I want to get jacked, or I want to do this, or I want to build this, or even mentorship. So I want to do this for my family.
Mhm.
It's okay. When you say I want this, you have to really, really want it. When you say I want it, that means you're willing to sacrifice everything else for it.
Mhm.
And I've never seen anybody who said they really want something and they put everything they had into it and not win. But the thing is, people will say, like, I really want this, and I'm going to put everything I have into it. And one, they don't really want it that bad because they're not sacrificing everything. Or two, they're not really putting all the work in. But if you work, bro, if you were able to sit yourself down for a couple hours a day, or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever field it is that if you're willing to put yourself in a position where you're constantly at work and you're constantly, like, battling and going through challenges and winning and getting small wins, bro, it's impossible to lose. It's impossible for anybody. I shouldn't be here, bro. I'm not a social media guy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a popular kid in school. I didn't really talk to nobody. I was to myself. I was just like, I was thinking about bowling all day, bro. You know what I mean? I wasn't really there to make friends. I wasn't talking to girls. I was just like, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my mission. That's what it comes down to, bro. Is like, how bad you want it. How bad do you really want it?
Yeah, so I have to ask you, is it sacrifice? Because when you say missing time with the family, that's sacrifice to me. That's beautiful. And for other people, sacrificing might be not going out to a party, or might be not drinking. But those certain things, I consider, those aren't sacrifices. That's just you bettering your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people look at it like, oh, I can't go out and drink. But it's like, dude, the drink is a toxin anyways. You know what I mean? You're killing your body. So I tell people all the time, like, you might just want to change your mindset on, like, what's actual sacrifice. Because sometimes to me, like, now I'm going through my own podcast journey, and sacrifice to me is when I miss out holidays on my family because I have to edit, I have to post a video. That just, to me, is a real sacrifice.
It's hard nowadays because it's like you have the access to the whole world right here, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And pardon me.
No worries.
And you watch everybody else. You watch their highlights on here. You know what I'm saying? And if you're sitting at home and you're, like, busting your ass and you're watching everybody else have fun, it's a sacrifice because it's the comparison. It's like, oh, these people are doing this, or just my friends are asking me. You know what I'm saying? To go there. Yeah, it's obviously not good for you.
Yeah.
Like most other distractions are. Even scrolling isn't good for you.
Mhm.
But to be able to be like, I'm sacrificing that, and you're openly saying, like, I'm doing this for this, you're putting that into the universe. Like, I when I turn things down, or when, for example, even like when it comes to going out, or when it comes to women, and I tell myself no, I make it clear to myself, I'm sacrificing this for this. I put that out into the universe.
Yeah.
It's like I'm doing this for this. And it kind of, there's something where, like, when you have something that you do and then you kind of put it out into the world, that you kind of, like, watch stuff manifest, and you start to make sense of it, and you start to be able to analyze your own behaviors, bro. But it's like, it's good to be able to, like, look yourself in the mirror at the end of the night and have, like, cold hard reality check. Okay, this is what I did today. These are the decisions that I made today that weren't productive to my tomorrow. These are the things that I did today that wasted my time. If you could sit down in the mirror every single night and look at yourself and have a real hard, like, reality check, and be able to face your flaws, and be able to face your insecurities, and be able to face the things you do that you're not supposed to do, and really face them head on and say, okay, these are the things that I'm doing. I'm writing them down. I'll write them down. This is all the bullshit I did today that wasted my time. Whether that was scrolling, whether that was going to this place, whether that was getting home and sitting in my car for an extra hour because I was too lazy to get up. Because, bro, like, every day I'm fighting who I am at my core.
Yeah.
At my core, I'm lazy. At my core, I don't want to do things. At my core, I don't want to go to the gym. At my core, I don't want to sit there and edit. At my core, I don't feel like posting on the internet. At my core, I don't feel like, like sacrificing sleep and sacrificing, like, essentially, like, your things that make you happy, people that make you happy. At my core, I'm lazy. At my core, I don't want to do that. But every day, I fight who I am to reveal who I want to become. And it's a constant fight, but it takes being aware. It's all about awareness. You look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, like, I write this, like, today I did this, I wasted my time. I did that wasted my time. I did this I shouldn't have done. I made this decision I didn't do. And I look at it and I'm like, okay, these are my flaws, bro. These are the things I need to address. I say I want this, but am I being a hypocrite right now? Like, you have, like, having those cold, hard, like, talks with yourself and checks with yourself. Because nobody, bro, like, nobody's watching you every single second of the day. No. Nobody sees what you're doing at 11:30 p.m. and nobody's like watching you saying like you shouldn't have been doing this and you shouldn't have been doing this. These are things you have to do for yourself. And if you don't sit down with yourself and like have that talk with yourself, dude, you'll end up just building bad habits. Just bad habits that like now 2 years passed and you're like, yo, I said I wanted to do this, 2 years passed and I'm still right the fuck here. And I've been saying I want this all along and I've been doing little things, but I haven't addressed my flaws, bro. And it's about like addressing your flaws. So I think that's huge too, bro.
Yeah, I think it's really funny how you said you're lazy to your core, because I could definitely relate to that. This last year, I started hitting the gym religiously, like every day, almost every day. And I tell my friends all the time, like, I hate going to the gym. 90% of this year, me going to the gym, I hated every day of it, but I still showed up for myself. And I think that's really important for the people at home listening right now to hear that, because they might see you as like, oh, this guy's already succeeded so much in life, so he's got to love everything he's doing. Yeah, no. So I think it's important for them to hear that.
No, it's every day's a battle, bro. Every day's a battle. It's because I have bigger... Like I have bigger people. Like people look at me now and they're like, "Yo, I want to be like you, bro." And I'm like, I'm not even who I want to be yet. Just wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not at my I still have so many flaws. Like so many little things that I do on my day-to-day life. Even just fear, like fear to take certain risks or certain things that I say I want to do. And I know what goes into getting those things done. And fear and other things that come into play, I'm still addressing myself, bro. Like we're all imperfect, you know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to say that. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to look at myself and call myself out on my own bullshit. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people aren't willing to do. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, he's jacked because he loves the gym. I don't like the gym. It's not my passion. Bro, no, who wants to go with it? Like who wants to go in and get beat up every day, bro? Nobody wants to go through pain every day, bro. But like, if my goal is here and I gotta run through thorns to get here, I'm willing to take some pain. I'm willing to take some scars because I know that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? And I see past when you do this for long enough, bro, you can see past the pain. Like there's so many times where I've been down in my life. There's so many times where I feel like I lived 10 different lives, bro. The things I was doing. Like there's so many times where I've had rejection and failure and people tell me I'm not good enough, and looking at other people win while I'm losing, and like just like feeling like I'm not who I need to be. I felt that for so long, brother. Like it's just like I won't take it no more. We all fucking bleed red. If he can do it, there's no reason why I can't do it. And that self-belief and that like when I was posting my first couple videos, bro, like I would post and I was like, this one's going viral. And I was like, I'm already him. They just don't know it yet. Like I'm already there. I already won. Like people haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? It was that delusion, like of like being like, I'm gonna do this, and like I'm willing to take whatever. Like if I gotta get hit in the face, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I'm willing to do that for this because I know that if I do that, I will be there. And like I'm still climbing, but I need to get there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that there keeps moving. The more you develop, the more you grow. That final place moves forward. You know what I'm saying? So
what do you do when that fear creeps up? Because you obviously don't stop. You just go through that fucking wall. It could be a fat wall. It could be something like a big hurdle you got to go over in life. What helps you get over that fear?
It's more of just like. It's a good question, bro. Because this is like part of like you analyzing yourself. A lot of it's just like it's just like it's real self-belief, bro. Like that's what helps me get through it. It's like I know this is gonna be difficult. I know it might not work, but like there's a potential that it might not work. But like I internally tell myself that like it's already done. Like it's already the things that I want in my life are already there. I just have to do them, and I know that like that's what gets me past it. I'm like, bro, look, and like, and I'll G-check myself. I'm like, yo, you're a man, and there's this you want. Like my first bodybuilding show, for example.
Yeah.
I was nervous as shit, bro, and I'm going into like an NPC federation where everybody's on juice and I'm natural. There's fear there, bro. Like I'm gonna go up and I have a platform, and I posted the show. I know people are coming to watch. I know people are just waiting to see me fucking lose. You know what I'm saying? There's people like out there that are just waiting to see me like, so they could say like, yeah, fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? La da da da. So there's fear there, but I'm like, either I'm gonna sit here for the rest of my life and wonder what could have been and like back away out of fear, or I'm just gonna face it head on and like whatever happens. Like whatever hurdle comes my way, bro. Like that hurdle that I had to face with the soccer career ending, bro, for me, like there's not a lot of pain in this world that I'll experience more than that, because like that's something that I wanted so bad. That's something that I spent like that's something I did the 10,000 hours for. That's something that I like dedicated day, and I sacrificed all of everything for that one thing that didn't end up happening. Like those 2 months in my room, I go back to that place sometimes here, you know what I'm saying, where I'm like I felt that already. There's nothing anybody could say. There's nothing that could happen. There's nothing that in the world that can shake me now. Like I felt that type of pain. I've been in situations like that already. So that's what drives me through, bro. And it's just like, why not? You know, that's really it. I'm like, why not? You know, if I fucking fail and I lose and I lose everything, and tomorrow I had to start fresh, I'm gonna do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might fail, I might lose, but you know, I get up, chin up, chest out, and I'm gonna try again. Like it's just try again.
So would you say that soccer was a defining moment, like pivotal moment to who you are today?
100%, bro. That period of my life is the reason why I am who I am today. It shaped me, because like that could have been the end all be all for me, bro. That period could have, bro. I could have ended it all right there. Like that's where I was here. You know what I'm saying? I was weak here. I've never been put in that position. My whole life, it was always just like progression. Like it was, for the most part, like in terms of that aspect of my life, it was always just like, I'm going there every day. I'm going a different. Everything I did revolved around it. Like I wouldn't smoke, I wouldn't drink, I wouldn't stay out too late the night before anything, because I had training or practice the next day and I had to show up and I had to perform. So like my whole, like I said, like everything was dedicated to that. So when I lost that, bro, I got into that rut where I was like, bro, I started in that 2-month period, bro. I did some shit in my life that like I had never done for the 21 years before that. I was smoking cigarettes. I was not giving a fuck about nothing, bro. I was like, I don't care anymore. I was there, and it took me like, I had to snap out of it. There was a day where I had to snap out of it, and it was like a talk with myself where I was like, I felt like a loser at that point. I was like, look, you faced your first real test in life, and look at you now. You fold. Like you're just being a bitch, bro. You're just being a bitch, dog. And I told that to myself, and it's like, who do you want to be, right? You create who, like whoever you're gonna be in this life. You're creating that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can create that for you. Nobody can develop your personality. Nobody can develop your character. Like you. The reason why you are where you are is entirely 100% your fault, and it all comes down to accountability. And I took accountability for that, and I said like that's all you had, bro. Like what, you can't ball now, and that's it. That's your life's over. So then I snapped out of it, bro, and I was like, okay, back to like I was like, let me work and make some money, and maybe I could do something with the money that I make, or maybe I could figure something else out. Let me find something else that makes me happy. And the gym ended up being that for me, bro. I was in the gym on crutches.
Wow.
When my knee fucked up, I was in the gym on crutches. I would go 2 times a day just to get my mind off of it, just to get my mind off of like what was going on, you know. So
yeah, I think people don't realize, like, because people might see you and be like, wow, this guy's physically strength, but here sitting in front of you talking to you, I see like the mental strength you have, dude, is insane. You know what I mean?
People see A and they see Z. They don't see B, C, D, E, F. They don't see everything that came in between to formulate like who you are, and like even just the way you speak, bro. Like even the way I speak now isn't the way I always spoke. You know what I'm saying? Like I changed the way that I speak to develop with my character. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm saying. People see where you start and they see where you finish, and they're like, wow, they could either say that guy's lucky, or they could say like whatever they're gonna say, but they don't see what comes in between. They don't see like those, like, bro, I had bad nights, bro. I had bad nights, like in my room, just bad nights where I'm like looking at the ceiling and I'm like, it's hard to even put into words, bro. Like thinking about those, it was a dark time in my life because I just didn't know. That was it. I was like, what now? But the fortitude is everything, bro. Everything starts here. Even like any of the most successful, most jacked, whatever you want, your metric for success is in your vision. It all starts with like this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What was that first conversation like with yourself? Because you said you went through 2 months of a dark period, and you said you kind of just snapped out of it. But in order to snap out of it, I know you had to look in the mirror and have a deep conversation with yourself. How hard was it in that time? Because if somebody hasn't gone through a mental rut or hasn't been down and out mentally, they might not know what it feels like. And they also might not know what's the first step to get out of it.
Yeah. I looked at myself, bro, and I said, like, society judges you as a man based on how much you can carry, how far you can carry it, and how alone you can carry it. And right now, I'm doing all three of those poorly. I'm not carrying this well. I'm not carrying it far. And yeah, maybe I'm carrying it alone, but I'm not carrying it well. And I just kind of thought about, like, I wasn't talking to people about like my family didn't even know what was going on. They thought I was just in my room bullshitting, you know? But like they didn't know I was fucking losing my shit, dude. Like I was losing my shit. So I was like, what I told myself is like you're a man, bro, and the world's gonna look at you, and the world's gonna develop a perception of you, and your family's relying on you, and you could change. Like it's not too late for you to change the lives of yourself, your life, and the lives of everybody else around you. Pick this shit up, carry it far, carry it alone, and carry a lot of it. And that's like kind of what I would like tell myself on a daily basis. Like, okay, like I don't feel like going to work right now. I definitely didn't want to work that job, but here I am. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And then I would get out of work and come home, eat, go to the gym, and like this is when I said I started posting. I was editing from 8 p.m. till maybe 2 in the morning, and then I would get up and go to work at 6 a.m. the next day. And that was on cycle, rinse, repeat for 3 years before I quit that job. Wow. Of like 3 years of me trying to do this and make this happen while also working my job. For me to finally like that whole time I'm figuring out, okay, at the same time I figure out who am I, right? Who do I want to be? How do I want the world to view me? How am I going to portray myself? Does the way I portray myself align with the way that I actually live? And how can I monetize this? How do I make sure that this is making me feel purpose so that I'm not just doing this for money and that I actually can wake up and do this every single day? And that whole time, bro, it was like I gave up so much sleep, bro. I gave up so much sleep. I like the same way I was sacrificing when I was born. It was just, it's the same game in a different field. I was sleeping maybe 4 hours a night. I'll get up, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? I get up and I get in my car, half asleep, drinking my energy drink, go to work, handle business, do what I gotta do, stay there till 4 or 5 p.m. And I was doing well. Like I built Keene University Science Building. I worked as a PM on that project. Reynoso College. I built a library over there.
Wow.
Montgomery County Courthouse. We're running big projects, bro. $25 million projects. And then I'll get out, and it's like, okay, transition now. You worked your 6 to 4, 6 to 5. Now you got to do your 5 to 2. You know what I'm saying? Like now you got to just transition out, bro. And I was fucking tired. I was tired. I was miserable. I wasn't happy all the time. But I accepted the reality that, like, as a man, majority of your life, you're not going to be like content all the time. I was like I learned this, bro, as I'm growing up. Like you're not you go on the internet and everybody looks so happy, like diddly, life is beautiful, I'm driving this car and I'm doing this and I'm living like this, but like as a man, life isn't like that, bro. As a man, life is all like just like it was when I was younger, life is all sacrifice. You're gonna sacrifice. You're gonna like this is what it is, bro. This is what it takes. And I was well aware of that. The same way I was when I was young. I was well aware, like this is what it's gonna take for me to get from here to there. And I did that, bro. I just showed up every single day. Like even when I didn't feel like it, I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this because I had that belief. The problem is a lot of people don't make it because a lot of people don't have that belief.
Yeah.
Whether I was balling or whether I was doing the content stuff, even with the clothing brand, like I already believed that it was there long before it was there. Like it was like delusional, bro. My boys used to laugh at me, bro. My boys used to always be like they would joke around about the videos I was making. Like, and I didn't take it personally because they're my boys. Like,
yeah.
But I was like, nah, bro, this one's going viral. This is gonna be the one to take me from here to there. Watch, right? And it would flop. And I'm like, nah, not this one though. The one I cooked up last night. I was making this one at 1:30 last night. This one's going up. Try it. Flop. And I was just like, but I was like delusional that like, yo, it's coming. Like I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot of like, I don't even know where it comes from, bro. I don't know where it comes from. That self-belief is something though, like that is like the most important thing. That's the most important attribute that you can ever have because self-belief is going to take you through every single hurdle. It's not easy to do something for 3 to 4 years on end and reap zero benefit from it. Yeah. When I tell you for 3 to 4 years I didn't make a single dollar from social media, not a single dollar. You know how hard it is to wake up every single morning and do the same thing over and over and over again and not reap a single benefit from it, but believe that some point down the line something's gonna come from it, bro. It's difficult. It takes like a level of delusion, a level of like, if you don't have that, bro, you're gonna quit. Yeah. If you don't have that, you're gonna try something for 2 to 3 months. You're gonna put your all into it while you're motivated, and you're gonna be like, okay, I'm trying, it's not gonna work, and you're be like, okay, like it's not for me. Boom, I'm out of there. I'm gonna try something like, but. I had a level of delusion where like even my parents were like, what is this social media stuff you're doing? And I was like, just wait, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just wait. Like I believe that I'm gonna be able to make this happen. I know what I have, bro. I know like the wisdom that I've built up over my life, the ability that I have to adapt and evolve and like do different things. I'm gonna make something happen from this, and you know, thank God I believed in myself, bro, because if not, I would have quit 100 times. There was 100 times where I was like, fuck this, dude. I was like, I'm tired. I just want to sleep. I don't want to. But it was like 3 years where I was posting like 3 videos a day on TikTok.
What do you think you'd be doing if you gave up on the way?
I'd probably still be doing the civil engineering stuff, bro. PM, working for a company, working for somebody else, arguing for dollars that aren't mine.
Wow.
Building stuff that, like, I'll sit there. Keene University, Science Building. It's a big glass building. If you drive by, anybody that lives anywhere near Union, you drive by, you'll see it. It's the most beautiful building they have over there now. Yeah. Lit up from the inside, storefront across the whole thing. I worked on that project for 2.5 years by myself. PM, APM, super. I was the only person working from my GC on that job site. I had my subcontractors and me. Fucking 22-year-old kid telling grown men what to do on a construction site. Losing my fucking mind, bro. And my boss threw me in the fire. He was just like, yo, I have this one, and you're doing it alone. I'm learning how to read plans on the go. Like, I didn't even fully know how to read. They don't teach you how to build a building when you're studying in college. You learn it in the field when you get there. And I'm just day by day figuring it out. And bro, I did that for 3 years while simultaneously posting content and like trying to make it out of there because I was like, yo, I'm fucking miserable here. But like, that's what makes me who I am, bro. A lot of people would have folded, bro. I wasn't. Dude, it was difficult. I was like some of the most difficult. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I'm learning how to be a leader. I'm learning how to like get people who really know more than me do what I tell them to do, how to conduct myself in meetings with 40 and 50-year-olds who have been in this business forever and be professional, you know what I'm saying, and be respected. So like it came with a lot, bro. It came with a lot. But yeah, like that job I did all on my own by myself, not a single assistant. Not a single. Even if I had too much stuff to carry, I had to carry it on my own. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
But it was good experience though.
When was the first time like you posted and you saw like, because you said you always believed in yourself, but when was the first time you saw that belief through the screen, where the numbers believed in you? You know?
It was one of those vein check videos, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was in the bathroom and I was like a sound and I just went like this and had the veins popping out and like it pushed crazy. It was just like crazy numbers and that's just one video, bro. Like essentially like people go viral every day. You can't build a brand off of going viral. But like that was the first time where I was like, okay, wait, like I can get in this algorithm somehow. But what you got to learn to do over time is learn how to build a community, because there's people with millions of followers that don't make $1.
Yeah.
It's not about the number. You can go viral. You could have a strategy to going viral and getting people to see your stuff. But what does it mean if you don't know? Like being able to monetize an audience comes with building a community. When you build a community, it means people believe in what you're saying, that you have authenticity, and that they like believe in the message that you're giving out. They resonate with the message that you're giving out. So now you have a community of people who are all kind of behind what you're doing. That's why I came up with the clothing brand. Till the Death was TTD was originated from like, bro, I was at that job posting this stuff and I was like, if I fucking die from lack of sleep, or like if I die from like, I'm gonna do this till it works.
Yeah.
Like this is essentially the point of it. It's like till the death. Like till if I die on my way to trying, I'm gonna try to that point. So that's where that's kind of all like that's where it all originated. I had that idea as I was doing it, because this was before I even had any success. I was, like I said, I was tired for a long time. Still now, bro, I'm tired. Like I'm tired. I'm always working. I'm always trying to find new ways to like just level up and become better, and like add new things to whatever I do, take new avenues, find different people, connect with different sources of income, different places to different ways to speak, developing the way that I speak so that I can impact people more, so that my message can be delivered more clearly. Just different things like that, that like always there's always something to do. And that's where this all started from, was just like I used what I went through and the things that I was feeling internally, and I just spoke about that, bro. A lot of times I just spoke about that. I would make motivational videos talking to myself.
Yeah.
I would motivate myself. I would make these videos talking to my phone, and everybody thought I was talking to them, and I already had it all figured out, but I was talking to my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was a lot of it, bro.
Along the way, did you ever have any mentors or influencers who helped you out?
No, man, my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. My father was always like, it wasn't even, my father doesn't speak much, bro. Like, he doesn't say much. He never, like, there was a couple of things, there's gems that he gave me throughout my life that I picked up on, but my father came to this country, like I said, with like nothing, bro. And he figured it out, and he's still to this day busting his ass working and hoping to retire him soon. But like, I've never heard him complain a day in my life. Like, while I was sitting there complaining every day about, oh, my career didn't work out, I'm tired from work, I'm tired from this, I don't want to do this anymore, bitching, complaining, he gets up, he goes to work, he comes home, he eats, he does what he has to do around his house, he does what he has to do to protect his family, and he goes back to work. And I never ever heard him utter even a complaint. And that was always like, when I would look at him, I'm like, I gotta be like, if he could bust his ass. I'm talking about, bro, this man works 12-hour shifts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he never, like, he's exhausted. I know he's exhausted. You could see in somebody's eyes when they're exhausted, bro. But he never said nothing. He was just, this is life. This is life as a man. You gotta work. And that taught me to like, that was my biggest influence, in a sense, where I was just like, the times where I was tired, I'm like, at least my father's tired with me. We're both grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he's trying to get some sleep too. You know what I mean? So that was it. But like, bro, the social media world is a cold industry, bro. There's not many people that are gonna come along and want to help you. It's a bunch of sharks, bro. There's a couple friends that I have that in the space, but like, other than that, bro, it's a lot of sharks, bro. It's a lot of sharks. People that everybody just like kind of looks out for themselves in a way, and it's difficult, bro. There wasn't really anybody that was like, yo, look, I see what you're doing, dude. You're doing great. Like, let me help you out. Let me give you this idea, or maybe nah, bro. It was always just like me, myself, and I, bro. Just like figuring it out day by day.
That's insane, actually, listening to that. Because I thought, like, at first I saw, let's say in 2020, I saw a ton of people move to LA, try to collaborate. And then all the stuff I heard about people moving to LA was pretty much what you're saying now, is everyone's looking out for themselves. And
Dude,
it's all like fake friends.
That's why I never went. I never left. You know, people say you got to leave your hometown to become successful. And I get it, because sometimes people, like, they have a version of themselves in their hometown.
Yeah.
And leaving helps them reinvent themselves. But I've always been me to my core, bro. I've never changed. And, like, I've developed. I've grown as an individual. I've became wiser. I've become stronger. I've become more adaptable. You know, perhaps more intelligent overall. But, like, to my core, I've always been me. I've never faked myself for nobody. That's something that, like, I never tried to fit in. I never tried to, like, do something to get along with. Like, I was always just me. So, like, I never left my general area. I moved around a little bit in there, like, whatever. But, like, I've never left my hometown to try to make it. I said, if I'm making it, I'm making it from right here in Jersey. Like, this is where it's gonna happen, because my family's here, bro. And I can't up and leave my mother, bro. Like, I can't, unless I'm never gonna my mother's gonna be with me, God willing, to the day that I die, bro. I'm never gonna up and leave. Like, people rely on me here, bro. Some people have the luxury to get up and go and travel and live in other places, but, like, I said, if I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be right here from home, where I can still take care of the people that I love and still be there for the people that I love and still be, like, kind of a rock for my family. Yeah, bro. You don't gotta go. That's the thing. People think you gotta go. You don't gotta go collaborate with nobody, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, collaborations. Yeah, they might get your name out there, but it's bullshit. Doesn't matter if you get in this person's video or that person's video. People are gonna like you for you. If people are gonna resonate with you, we're talking about longevity.
Yeah.
If you're gonna build a brand or build something that's sustainable over a long period of time, doesn't matter who you collaborate with, bro. What matters is who you are as an individual. I can get in anybody's video, you know. Any name you say could take me and put me in a video. Does that mean their audience is going to like me? No, their audience likes them. I got to build an audience that likes me for me, who resonates with what I say for me. So I was always like, I don't want to collab with nobody anyways, bro. I don't want anybody saying they did something for me or did me a favor or nothing like that, bro.
Yeah, that's actually really cool hearing you say, because all I've heard my whole life is, like, you got to move out of your town, reinvent yourself to see somebody.
Reinvent yourself at home, bro. Like, what you can't develop at home? Does the place you live matter? The place you doesn't matter, bro. You want to become better, surround yourself with better people.
Yeah.
You know, take people out of your circle that are holding you back. Put yourself into more rooms with people who are doing better than you and learn from them and become better. But you could do that right from where you're at. You don't got to leave your hometown for that. People like to say, I feel like people like to say that because it's like, okay, well, like, if I leave my hometown, then I'll become successful. It's like it's a means of, like, oh, the reason why I'm not where I want to be is because I'm still at home. I got to be here for this. But you could do whatever you want from wherever in the world. People have made it out of Jersey. People have made it out of the worst parts of Jersey. You know what I'm saying? People have made it out of the worst part. People are making content in Africa, bro.
Yeah.
They're lifting weights with fucking rocks and sticks, and they're making a name for themselves. And if they do it for long enough, they'll be able to build a brand from it and probably make some good money. You could do it from anywhere, bro. But people are like, oh, well, I didn't leave my hometown, and I'm stuck here, and I'm surrounded by these people that don't like me. It doesn't matter, bro, because no matter where you're at, support's not just gonna come from your next door neighbor. Like oh, my friends in my hometown are hating on me, or bro, people are gonna post like for like people in my own hometown that know what I do, right? They'll post other people's content, help them, support them, like it, comment, and they'll follow you and they'll never show any love. That's what comes with the game, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Like, it's like you, if you want something, you're gonna make it happen, bro. You don't gotta go nowhere. And I stood on that. I built a brand with people from my community, bro. Like, people that I've known for a while, you know what I'm saying? And like, I built that from the ground up, from where I'm at, and I'm bringing those people that are around me up with me. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's in my circle, I try to bring them up with me. Like, even the guys that train with me are building their own platforms now.
Yeah.
And dropping their own clothes and making their own stuff. And to me, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, okay, yeah, I moved to LA and I collab with a couple big names and I get a little buzz. Where's the longevity in that? What happens when you move out?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's gotta be it's gotta be you, man. It's gotta be you.
Yeah. So I want to ask, how did you first connect with the guys you're training with now? Because one thing I noticed is you guys pretty much all the same. Like, you got that dog mentality. You just want to go after it.
Unc, I've known for a very long time, since I was younger. I used to he lives in the same area. I used to see him at the gym all the time. It was funny. He used to kind of like bully me at the gym, bro. Like, he would come in and he was like, he would walk in the gym and he was like, yo, what's up, pretty boy? And I was always like, I was like, fuck this guy. I would ignore him because what am I going to argue back with him? And he would always make these little comments towards me. And then one day I was just like, oh, the fuck you call him pretty boy, you know?
Yeah.
And then we ended up training. I was like, oh, you think I'm a pretty boy? Fuck around and find out. So we started training and we trained and it was a good session. That was the first time we actually like trained together. And then I was like, yo, we should film this shit. He's like, I don't want to be on your fucking camera. Fuck you and your camera. And I ended up, next time we trained, I just brought the cameraman anyways. I was like, yo, just ignore the camera. Act like it's not there. And then Scala came along. Scala was known Unc since they were younger. And he kind of came along. And I liked his energy a lot. So it kind of became a little group, you know? And now so we always train together. It's fucking crazy energy. We always bring other people in. And there's a lot of people that just want to get that environment. So every couple of videos, we'll bring a couple kids in. You know, you want to come? Bring your insurance card and bring your nuts and let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to war. Let's go to work. And it's good, bro. That environment kind of emulates like the competitive. Like when I was younger, like I said with the soccer stuff, it was very like that competitive environment. When you're in game, when stakes are high, you forget about everything that you got going on in life. All the stresses of, you know, your bills and your relationships and this and that, whatever. You forget about it for at least while you were playing. And I realized when I was going to the gym a lot by myself, in between sets, I'm still thinking about the bullshit because there's not enough pressure. Like, I got to do the set, put the weights down, and then I wait and I do the next set. But in that environment, you don't got time to think, bro. It's like it's high pressure. Everybody's yelling. Everybody's like pushing each other. You're just thinking about how I'm gonna make it through the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dope environment, bro. Everybody's got to experience it. I tell everybody, you gotta come. You gotta just feel it one time, because once you feel it once, you're like, yo, like you can take your mind. You gotta go. Sometimes you gotta go dark, bro. Like to get some of the stuff that we do done, bro. You're talking about sometimes we're doing 200 rep sets. You know what I'm saying? It's not like basically optimal for like hypertrophy, but it's just like it's stuff that like you put yourself in these positions where it's like it's high pressure and nobody's gonna let you stop. Nobody around you is gonna let you stop. So it's either you're getting to the 200 or like that's it. Like that's your only option. You're gonna have to finish or you gotta go home. Like if you're not gonna, bro, there's been times where people came to train and they weren't able to do it and they're like, all right, go. You're not ready. Because if I gotta do it, I'm sitting here and I'm doing it, and me and you are both human, and it's just as painful for me as it is for you. If you're not doing it, it's just because you're quitting. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it comes down to a lot of times. So you get put in these environments, bro, where you really just gotta you gotta callous yourself. It builds you as an individual, bro. Doing things that are just super uncomfortable. Every session is super uncomfortable, bro. Like I go there, like I know what it's gonna be, bro. I'm driving there and I'm like, I'm anxious for the section. I'm like, oh, I know what's about to go down, right? And we get to taking the pre-workout and then we get to going, and once you're in there, bro, like I'm not thinking about nothing. Except for like, how am I gonna get through this next 5 minutes? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna get through this next set? Like, oh, I know the weight's about to go up. I know the rep count's about to go up. I know it's about to get real wicked in here. I know the cameras are on, and our videos are raw. Yeah. No cuts, no edits, no like, oh, I didn't finish my set. I could just cut this shit here, and no, everything's the YouTube videos are an hour and change, bro. For the most part, it's completely raw. Unless I gotta filter some crazy shit out that like can't be on the internet, you know?
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're fully raw. So I'm like, it's basically live, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't talk that shit and not live it. I gotta do this now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So do you feel that constant pressure to outdo yourself all the time?
yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. It's good and bad, man. And that's life as a man, bro. That's life. That's the pressures of being a man. It's like, you never feel like you're really good enough. You never feel like it's good enough. You could do great, and you'll never feel like it's enough. You'll never feel like, um, I made it. I'm grateful. I practice gratitude all the time. Something that, and then especially this new year, I told myself like I need to practice more gratitude because like I used to pray for a lot of the things that I have now. I used to pray for a lot of the freedom that I have in life now, especially like not. I remember waking up, going to work every single day, and being miserable, and like I used to pray, like real life, ask God, like yo, please, like allow my work. I don't ever turn to God and ask for favors. I don't ever turn to God and like make this happen for me. I'm like, I pray that my work that I'm willing to do right now is rewarded in a way that I could find some freedom in my life. That freedom, now that I don't have to go to work, it allows me to spend my mornings with my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I'm working from home and my mom's home, at least I get to spend time around her. You know what I'm saying? It gives me the freedom to choose what I'm going to do with my time. Now, obviously, I still got to work with it, right? Because the money doesn't make itself and the business doesn't keep building itself. And like I said, like if you don't, like every day you got to remind, even with the social media stuff, bro. Like you'll see people every day, you got to remind the world, bro, because there's so much content out there that like if you're not showing up in their face every day, people are going to forget about you.
Yeah.
And you got to be entertaining enough or motivating enough, or the content has to be quality enough where every single day you're reminding them, this is who I am. This is who I am, and or this is the message I want to give out. And it's pressure, bro. It's always pressure, but pressure's good, bro. Pressure makes diamonds, dude. I operate. Pressure is a blessing, bro. Is what I like to tell people. When people get super stressed out and like, yo, I got this to do, and I got this to do. I'm like, yo, that's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing to be able to like, you have something to work for. You know what I'm saying? At least you're going somewhere. If you don't have that pressure, then you're just living life on easy mode, bro. That's why you see a lot of like rich kids, like parent, like very very highly successful people when they have kids and the kids are born with a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of them will be depressed, bro. Just depressed and sad. Why? Because it's like when you have everything at your fingertips already. Your trust fund's built out. You don't ever got to worry about making a dollar because it's already all been made for you. What do you have to work for?
Yeah.
Or it's like, what am I chasing? I already have it all. So it's good. It's a blessing to have something to chase, bro. It's a blessing a lot of times to be able to like build the life that you want and not be like given everything, bro.
Yeah.
It's a shitty deck of cards makes a man. They say hard times create strong men, easy times create weak men. You know what I'm saying? And I'll take the hard times 10 times out of 10, bro, because it's just like I want to be able to be strong. Even when I have kids, no matter how successful I am, I'm gonna let them taste struggle a little bit. I'm not gonna just, you know what I mean? I won't even want them to know how much money I'm making. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I want you to struggle the same way that I struggle. Not to the point where you can't have nice things, but to the point where you need to understand the value of a dollar. You need to understand the value of work. That struggle is what builds you, man. It makes you who you are. If you're born with it, nothing to work for.
When it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
Phenomenal question. I want to give you a good answer.
Yeah.
Somebody who never took no for an answer. That's how I want to be remembered, as somebody who never took no for an answer, and I want to be remembered as somebody who served God every day. Because I try to, bro. I don't ever. I'll never. It's very easy nowadays to sell your soul for some money, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To like do some things that are out of your norm or out of your normal values or what you believe in.
We see it all
to make some money. You know what I mean? I just want to be remembered as somebody who never took no for an answer. Somebody who, despite circumstances, despite conditions, despite where they grew up, despite how much money they grew up with, despite the conditions that they lived in, never took no for an answer and always just chased after something that they wanted. You know what I mean? That's why I built TTD, bro. That's what this is all about. Is like, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your skin color, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter how much money you grew up with, it doesn't matter who you have in your circle, it doesn't matter if you had it all or had nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if you operate with a TTD mindset, which is a till the death mentality, where it's like, I'm going to give this every single thing that I had, even if it meant giving it my last breath, then the world is at your fingertips, bro. I like to tell people, sometimes people are like, yo, like, I want to get this. Anything. You name anything. I want to get a 6-pack, or I want to get this car. You already have the car. You already have the 6-pack. You just have to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you already have it. If like anything you want, bro, it's anybody, bro. Anybody can make anything happen. It's impossible to lose when you just don't quit. Like, if you go at something for long enough, it's impossible to lose, bro. It doesn't matter. This podcast, if you want this podcast to be the biggest podcast in the world, it's already yours.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, okay, I have to go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And what the steps it takes to do that, obviously you're going to have to figure that out. It takes work. Recording the episode takes work. Editing the episodes takes work. Getting people to clip it up takes work. But if you're willing to do everything, you're doing everything that you can. You're saying, I want to do everything in my power to get something. It's already yours, bro. That's why I'm here right now. That's why I have the things that I had, because I already believed it was mine. I was like, I just have to do it now. I have to go get it. I have to find a way. And it's always a series of finding a way to make stuff happen.
So what would your advice be to somebody sitting at home, let's say a young 17-year-old boy who wants to go after it and get it, and he feels stuck? We were talking about it earlier. There's people like sitting at home scrolling through TikTok, and they get that anxious feeling in their stomach, and they just don't know where to go in life. Like, what would your advice be if they want to start content creation, let's say?
My best advice, bro, would be like, put your boots on and get in the field, bro. Like, put your boots on and get in the field. That's like you could sit here and we could talk about all day about how much you want something. Me and you could sit here and talk about multi-million-dollar cars all day, or we could talk about properties on the beach, or we could talk about being this or being that. You could talk about it all day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this thing that happens with people, right? When they say they want something. You know, say like, I want to achieve this, right? And you talk about what it's going to take to get there and what it's going to feel like when you have it, and you envision it, right? You envision like I envision having a beach house and being with my mother, and the wind's blowing, and I could feel the air, and I could smell the Christmas, and the Christmas of the air, and you feel the success, right? You could envision that all day, right? And people get motivated by that, and that gives them a dopamine rush, or they'll talk about it to their friends. I want to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And that gives you a dopamine rush of like feeling like you already did it, because you could kind of feel what that's going to feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And my best advice, bro, is just put your fucking boots on and get in the field. Just do it, bro. Just take a step. Like, stop caring what other people think about you. Nobody's opinions is ever going to pay your bills. Nobody's opinions is ever going to do anything for you. Stop caring what people think. Make a goal. Have a goal or a dream. Write down what it takes to get there, and then do it and act. Okay? You're not going to have all the answers right now. Nobody has it all figured out. Not a single person, no matter where you look, nobody has it all figured out. But every single day, I'm figuring it out. Every single day, I'm taking steps to figure it out. So how can I become better? How can I do this? What steps can I take today to make me better? You're a 17-year-old kid, and you're sitting in your room, and content creation is what you want to do, for example. Just fucking start, bro. Just start. And the number one thing that holds everybody back is their fear of what other people are going to think about them. I was fucking cringe. I was corny. I was embarrassing all the way until I learned how to make money from this shit and start making a life for myself and start doing what I want to do and start doing it confidently and moving with confidence before it became cool.
Yeah.
Rappers, when they're trying to come up, everything they're doing, look at this guy, SoundCloud rapper, corny, shit ass, shit, you not making it out, shit ass, and then they make it. Not everybody's supporting them, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is, bro. But people are so scared of so scared of whatever everybody's gonna think about them, what everybody's gonna say about them. I just don't care, bro. Like, I took a lot for me not to care. It took a lot of learning for me how not to care. Like, I had to go through a lot of like self-reflection. I used to read comments a lot. I used to overanalyze comments a lot. I used to read into them and fucking believe the shit I was reading. And then I realized that none of it even matters, bro. Nothing, like, nobody's opinion of you matters. Everybody has their own life, bro. Just do it, dude. Just do it. Just do it. Stop. Like, you cannot. If you care what people think, bro, if you take a second to care what people think, this isn't the game for you.
Yeah.
No, there's actually no game for you if you care what other people think. People have ridiculous ideas all the time that people think are ridiculous, and if they say them out loud, people are going to say they're ridiculous, but then they put them into practice, and they become revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're 17, bro, put your fucking boots on and do what you got to do. Stop viewing yourself like a little kid. Live like the person you want to become. Stop looking at yourself like a 17-year-old kid. Oh, I'm 17, I have time. Or oh, I'm 17, I still have time to figure this out. I'm gonna no, bro. I already envision myself as the person I want to become, and I know how that person dresses, and I know how that person walks, and I know how he speaks, and I know how he operates, and I know how he works, and I have a vision for this person that I want to be, bro. I can close my eyes right now and I could see it, like how he's respected when he walks in a room, how he demands respect when he speaks, how he works every single day, how people look at him as an example for how they should work. You know what I'm saying? These are all things I envision for myself. When people see me walk in a room, there's an admiration, not because I'm some type of, but there's like, I want to be able to work like he does. I want to be able to operate like he does. I want to know where he gets that energy from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then even if I'm not fully there yet now, that's my checklist every day. That's what I got to do on a daily basis now. I need to live like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that I could become that. So if you're 17, like I said, and you're in your room and you want to do whatever it is, whether it's content or whether it's business or whether it's a sport, right? If you're a basketball player, you got to live every day like you're the professional athlete. What does a professional athlete eat every day? How does he sleep every single night? What does he sacrifice? How does he treat his parents? How does he move around on a daily basis? What does that person that you envision yourself becoming do? Now you have to practice that today. I don't care how old you are. Even if 16, 17, it's all just a number, bro. You know, like you can live by these standards and these codes, but you just have to be realistic with yourself. Like I told you earlier in this, I call myself out on my bullshit. If something I do today doesn't align with the person that I want to be, I immediately call myself out on my bullshit. And I'm like, that's not, you said you want to be this. This person doesn't get distracted by women. This person doesn't get distracted by this. This person doesn't fold when challenge comes. This person doesn't get too emotional in situations of chaos and stress. The person that you want to be knows how to handle stress. The person that you want to be knows how to say no. And I'm like, okay, I got to live like that guy. I want to be that guy, right? So then I just adjust it, and then slowly but surely you become that, bro. Slowly but surely you start looking, you look back, time passed, and you're like, whoa, like I'm who I said I wanted to be, but now I want to get here. And you try to like continue to make your way up the ladder and just be the best version of yourself, bro.
Was there ever a moment you spoke about? There was 3 years before you even started making $1 off of this. In those 3 years, was there ever a moment you wanted to stop? And if there was, what kept you going?
There was fucking 3 years. There was probably 900 times I wanted to stop, bro. You know what I mean? There was hundreds of times where I was like, it comes from like a culmination of like being like just, you're just like I said before, like, is this a test from God telling me that this isn't for me?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this a test to say, how bad do you really want it? Or are you going to keep going? Right? And it was just the belief, bro. It was just the belief. Like, I really, really, really did have this belief that I was already there before I was there. And when I see other people do it, bro, I was like especially younger, when I was younger, more than I am now, I felt like I was like omnipotent, bro. I felt like I was like I could do anything. I was like, if he can do it, I can do it too. I used to always think like that. Like, there's no reason why that guy can do that and I can't do that. We both bleed red. We both like we have access to the same food. We have access to the same oxygen. Like, he's not breathing better oxygen than me to be smarter than me. He's not breathing better. He doesn't have access to more weights that I do that to be stronger than me. Like, if I want something, I'm fully accountable for everything. And I was just like, if these people can do it, I can do it too. It's just like, I just did, the most important thing for me was like not looking at what other people are doing. Like, if I was looking at like, oh, this guy's doing it and he made it and I didn't make it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what throws people off, is that comparison. You're looking at these people, oh, they already made it. I've been trying this for 5 more years than they have and I haven't made it yet. There's like, this isn't for me. But, bro, it's just like God opens chapters in your life when you're ready for them, not when you want them. If this had all worked out the first year instead of the third year, I probably wouldn't have learned how to monetize it in the way that I did. I probably wouldn't have been able to handle what comes with uh, social media, bro. Like all the negativity and the backlash that comes with it, plus the positive, overwhelming amount of negativity or positive, both aren't good for you.
Mm-hmm.
If everything's overwhelmingly positive, it builds your ego too high. You think you're some type of something that you're not. Too much negativity, you start to believe what you read. You start to think less of yourself. You have to be ready for those things. So like maybe like I just look at it like when God thinks I'm ready for this, even right now with marriage, the way I think about it, I'm ready to get married, bro. Like I'm at an age now where I'm like, I want to get married. I want to start a family. It's the next chapter of my life that I want to get into. I want to have kids. I want to be able to provide and protect for my own. When God thinks I'm ready for that, He's gonna open that door for me.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't understand what's written for me, bro. But like I said, it's tawakkul. Let's call tawakkul. Like I believe in God's plan. Whatever God thinks like that, the time is right for me. That door is gonna open, and I'm gonna walk. And I don't stress about it. I don't stress about nothing anymore, bro. Like everything negative that happens to me, I look at it like God did this to me to teach me something.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to learn how to do that, bro. Because in high stress environments, it's very easy to just get overwhelmed and get stressed and get angry. But everything I look at now, like it's like when you have real faith, bro, it's like God is testing me. Like even now, it's like with women, like I turn down women left and right. I avoid getting into situations that I know that don't have any long-term benefit for me, because I'm like, if I say I want to get married, right, I want a wife, and then I'm going to do these things that show that I'm not ready to have a wife yet, then why would God open that door for me? So I put myself in positions that only, if I say I want to make a lot of money, but every weekend I go and spend my money, why would God open the door for me to make a lot of money if I'm not responsible with it yet? So I just look at everything like that, and I think that's the best way to go about it, bro. Like even now, like I said, I'm waiting. When God thinks I'm ready, that door's gonna open up, and when it does, I'm gonna run through that door, and I'm gonna do what I have to do, and even if it takes another however many years, bro, it's God's plan. It's out of my hands. Whatever I do, what I can do, control my controllables. My controllables every day. Wake up. Make sure I pray. Make sure I respect my parents. Make sure I take care of the people around me, and make sure I work. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I take care of myself, my health, and I check my boxes.
Yeah.
Right? The rest of it, fate and whatever is going to happen, whether it goes this way or that way or this way, I'm just going to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go. I'm in my boat. I'm working. Whatever the wind pushes it, working in that direction, you know?
Yeah, so I could tell you're very close with your family and you have a strong relationship with your family. So I want to ask, how big of a role does having a relationship, one with your family and also growing your relationship with God, play over these past few years? Because you go from a stage where you're depressed, you feel like you're down and out, you can't do anything, you didn't want to do anything, to now where people see you're a successful young man and you're taking over the world and you literally have the world at the palm of your hands now. How big of a role did those relationships play?
So, bro, when it comes to God and Islam and my religion, we believe that nothing in this world belongs to us anyways. So I don't attach to anything too much. Any materialistic thing, I don't attach to it too much. I already accept that it's not mine. You know what I'm saying? It belongs to God. I could die today and nothing comes with me. You know what I'm saying? So I keep the most important things to me, which is like my prayers first every single day. And it's been a year, I don't miss a prayer, bro. When the prayer time comes around, I go and I pray, because I know that like just as quickly as God gave me everything I have in my life, is just as quickly as it could be taken away if I don't show gratitude for those things. So that's like super, super important to me. And you know, even in the religion, bro, they say heaven lies at the feet of your mother. Your respect for your parents is everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't argue with my mother. I don't ever talk back to my mother. I don't, even if I disagree with what she says, I tell her she's right. Anytime she needs anything, I'm there for her. That's a duty for me in my religion. But it's also like, bro, I've seen my parents, I've seen them sacrifice everything, bro. Like I said, I see my dad work all day and night, never complain. I see my mom wake up early before work to make me breakfast before she left to work, to go to work. You know what I'm saying? My parents, like, bro, like, yeah, maybe we weren't rich, right? We didn't have like all the materialistic things that everything ever had, and I've seen other people had, but like in terms of sacrifice, like the sacrifices that they made for me, I could imagine if I had to up right now and leave to go to a different country and start fresh and start from zero and figure it out just to do that for my kids, the least they could do is show me respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, parents is everything, bro. Like my whole life, everything that I do revolves around making sure that they're okay when they're older. Like, that's my first priority. It's not even about me. Like, I don't, a lot of money that I could spend on shit like that I could go do right now, bro. I could go live, bro. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's like I think about mother, father. Like they need me. Like, the way that I needed them when I was a kid and like I had nothing is the way that, like, I owe them that. I owe them that for my religion, and I owe them that out of just respect, bro. And I tell everybody that. I don't care what your mother says to you. I don't care if she curses at you, she yells at you, your mom kicks you out the house. I don't care what it is, bro. You go and you apologize to your mother, because it's an ego thing. You don't argue with the woman you came out of, bro. You don't argue with the woman that created you. You don't argue with the woman that when you were a kid would breastfeed you and make sure that you were safe and worry about you all the time. And yeah, just like you're learning to grow up, they're also learning to grow up. There's their first time being a parent. You gotta. I understand that, bro, and I understand. Like, some people don't understand that until they have a kid of their own, right? And they're able to do that. But like, I understand that, and bro, they supported me the whole way. My parents never told me like, no, you can't do this, or like, I don't like. They gave me free will. They trusted me. You know what I'm saying? And
trust. I wanted to ask, how important is that trust in the family? Because not a lot of people, I've seen it in my own life, that the parents don't give that trust to just everybody. You know what I mean?
You have to earn your parents' trust, bro. If you disobey your parents a lot, how are they gonna trust you? You know what I'm saying? People will say, "Oh, my parents don't trust me." Well, like, my whole life, I give them respect, bro. I give them utmost respect. My mom comes home, like, if I know my mom's coming home from ShopRite, for example, I'm not leaving the house till I know she gets home so I can carry the groceries inside. She's not gonna carry the groceries in by herself. My mom's going to do this, and I'm always there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never leave, bro. Because like, I owe that to them. And I'm grown now. You know what I'm saying? And I have income now. And if they need something, I'm there for them, bro. And like, bro, I watched my parents like bust their ass when I was younger, bro. I remember like, I I would fucking go and sell pieces of gum from the gum packet to make a couple dollars before asking them for something too much, because I don't even want to put that on them. Because if I asked my parents for something that was a little bit too much, they would bend the earth and make things meet to make sure they tried to make it happen for me, even if it wasn't feasible. So, like, I understood that, and that was important to me. And now, like, bro, you know what kind of motivation it is, bro? With the kind of the motivation that I wake up with every morning, knowing that, like, I get to repay these people, like that, like I get to like you put clothes on my back, you put food on my table, I never went hungry, bro. No matter how tight money was, I never went hungry. Like, there's a quote, right? It's like there there's four pieces of cake, and there's you have four siblings, and all of a sudden mom's not hungry, right? Like, my mom will put the plates down, make sure everybody eats, doesn't touch a piece of food till and I notice these things. I pay attention. So to me, bro, it's like what a motivation it is to wake up every single morning and know, like, I'm working to take care of these people, and then hopefully one day a family of my own, and I could be that. As a man, all you want to do is be respected, right? I want my mom to like look at her son and be like, I'm proud of him. I want my father to look at me and say, I'm proud of me. I want one day hopefully to have a family and kids that look up to me and say, like superhero. You know what I'm saying? The same way I look at my father. He's a like superhero, bro. Like, I don't know how this guy fucking does this every day and doesn't utter a complaint. So to me, it's motivation. I can't, bro, without that, like, if I didn't have that drive, bro, like that in the back end of my mind when I woke up in the morning, all the times I see my mom cry, all the time I see my father tired, just like drained, like, I see those things in my head, and I'm like, I gotta do it, bro. Like, I'm grown now. It's like I don't have to rely on anybody. You can make it happen now. You can do it now, and that every single day pushes me. That's why that's why in our religion they tell you to get, like, a lot of people get married young. Like, when you're ready, get married, because you need something to work for, bro.
Yeah.
It sometimes, like, oh, me wanting materialistic things in life isn't enough of motivation, right? Like, you go and you buy a nice car, right? Then what?
True.
There's emptiness, bro. There's emptiness that comes with that. Like it's the providing and the protecting and the respect you get as a man for doing those things is what you work for. You work for. In the end of the day, everybody works for what? Respect. That's all you want, right? As a man, that's all you want is respect. Like the things that drive men crazy is disrespect. Men will go to war. They'll deal with all types of. It's disrespect that makes a man fight. It's disrespect that makes a man act out of character and makes him speak out of tongue. And all men ever want at the end of the day is respect and people to say, like, they're grateful for you. That they know that without you, they wouldn't have the things that they have. And, like, that's all, that's what we're doing this for, bro. That's why we're sitting here, we're recording a podcast, we're going to put it out to the world. And, hopefully people can respect us. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, when you feel respect, you feel like you're doing the right thing. That's all you need to keep going, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You give a man respect, a good woman, and a fucking Red Bull, bro, take over the world. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
So, yeah, bro, the family and God is, like, the most two important things to not only for me, but it should be for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're nothing without your faith, bro. Like I don't. Whatever you believe in, bro, whatever God you believe in, whatever creator you believe in, if you have real faith, if you have real belief, then you follow the rules of the book, right? Because you believe in the hereafter. And, like, the rules of the book, amongst all the books, are pretty similar, bro. They're pretty similar. Like, stay away from what's bad and do what's right. You know what I'm saying? And I try to live by that, bro. And I try to live by that, and I try to set that example for myself and the people around me. I'll get up every morning. Mom, did you pray? Pops, you pray? You know what I'm saying? I text my homies, yo, you guys prayed? Like, I'm on top of it, bro. Like, because I know that, like I said before, everything that's given to you can be taken away just as fast. Like, tomorrow you could lose it all, bro. I've seen it happen to people. Tomorrow, something can go wrong, and and you could lose it all, and you could start fresh, maybe because you didn't show gratitude. So those are important. And obviously the family thing for me is, what am I doing this for if it's not for them, right? It's not for me. Nothing I do is for me, bro. Like, all the money that you're trying to make in this world, is it for you? Well, you could enjoy a couple minutes. Bro, men you could put me in a box with fucking, some food and whatever, and I'm gonna be alright, bro. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I don't need much. I didn't grow up with much, bro. My whole life I didn't have much. All, like, the little cool things I have now are all new to me. My whole life I had my bed, food on the table, roof over my head, and I was good. I could live. But we work for other people, bro. So it's like if I don't have the family to work for, then, like, I probably wouldn't work. The fuck am I doing all this for? You know what I mean? I might as well just go chill, watch the game. You know what I'm saying? Eat good food and call it.
I wanted to ask, dude, how did you come up with the idea? For the idea with that jersey? That's a sick jersey.
Bro, we just trying to, we try to keep up with the what's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing jerseys now. So it's like this for me, it's like a cool pump cover in the gym, very light, loose fitting. We have a couple other ones dropping. But, like, what I tell, even, like, I have a bunch of affiliates for my brand, and the one thing I tell them is, like, anybody can make clothes. Anybody can call a manufacturer overseas, get things sampled, make good clothes, sell them. But we're not selling clothes, we're selling a message. Like, that's what it's all about. It's like I really, really, genuinely aspire to, like, motivate people to do better, bro. Because the way I look at a lot of this and what I do is, like, what did 21-year-old me need to hear, right? Like, look, when I was in my room, depressed, when I was dealing with a lot of stuff, when I was going through a lot, like, I try to say what that kid needed to hear to the world. You know what I'm saying? I try to portray that through the videos. I try to make sure we're always getting. I don't like to put out content that doesn't have a message, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people just like to entertain. For me, it's like when I put something out into the world, I want to make sure people are getting it and there's a message behind it. Same thing with the clothing brand, bro. I'm not just making clothes to make money. There's 1,000 ways to make money. The reason why I'm like, when people put this on, they know what they represent. There's a message behind it. And then, like, they can look at the same way, some people get tattoos to remind themselves of them. For me, it's like, you put this on, you remember, like, I can't quit today. Even when I'm tired, I got to keep going. People are counting on me till the death, even in your relationships with people. If I tell you I'm going to be loyal to you, loyalty is everything. to the death. I'm not like you tell me like, for example, me and you are friends. You tell me that guy did something bad to you. You don't like him. I'm loyal to you. Brother, I respect you, but you have a problem with my friend. I can't be friends with you. That's how I operate, and that's like kind of everything is like loyalty to the death, hard work to the death, um, capacity to the like and everything. All of your relationships, you tell your mother, I got your back. If you ever need anything, I'm here for you. It's to the death. You know what I'm saying? Till I go or till you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not breaking those promises or principles for me, and those principles make me like who I am. And it was so cool to be able to like take my ideas and the things that I believe in. Like it's the standard. Like I said, it's the standard I hold my friends to, and the standard I hold myself to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loyal to you guys. You guys tell me a secret, it's safe with me. You guys put $10,000 in my crib on the floor and forget it there. You're gonna come back and you're gonna find $10,000. Not gonna be touched. You know what I'm saying? If you, like trust me with something, you have my trust. If I tell you I got your back and something goes down, I got your back. Doesn't matter if it's dangerous for me. Doesn't matter if it's risky. Doesn't matter if it's like if I say I got you, it means I got you. And that's what it means when we put this on, bro. Like even with the guys I train with, like I tell them, like, yo, I'm not gonna let you stop today. I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? I stand on like basic principles, which is if everybody stood on those principles, this world would be a much better place. You know what I mean? And the reason it's cool to be able to put those ideas that I have into clothes, and then now I could share them with the world. And like sometimes what it takes is people hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes what it takes is people hearing me say like they have these ideas, like they that concept of loyalty is huge to them, whether it's in relationships, friendships, whatever, family. But they have that idea, they just couldn't put it into words. I love being able to put it into like pieces of clothing. Like when you're wearing that's what you represent, and the brand will grow one day to the point where everybody knows like, yo, he's with them. You know what they stand for. You know what I'm saying? Like even like like the UFC fighters, you see the guys from Dagestan, right?
Yeah.
You look at them and that's what they stand for. They're not gonna bend on their values. They're not gonna fold on their morals. They're not gonna change up for nothing. These guys they wake up, they train, they respect one another, they're loyal to one another, they live by principle. Same thing. That's what I want to build here. It's not about like who we can sell as much. Let's see if we can hit this much money. Of course, we have monetary goals, things we have goals, but like my main thing is like I want everybody to know what the fuck we're talking about here. Like what the way we try to live, the way we try to operate, the way we try to hold each other to this standard. And sometimes it's like I gotta remind people, like you know what I'm saying. Even I need reminding sometimes. Yo, bro, yesterday like I seen you was doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. Or sometimes I'll be talking, we're all sitting down yapping, whatever. I'll be saying something about somebody, and I'm like, yo, that's not who you are, bro. I look down. That's not what you represent. Yo, pardon me. I didn't even mean to. I don't want to be talking about nobody. I try to live by that standard. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. I get to put it into clothes, and I get to share it with the world, and people get to feel like that energy. That like there's energy with that, bro. There's energy transfer. Like this is the same thing they represent, and I know I resonate with that message. So now I could put it on. Now I'm part of that. I'm part of that family. I'm part of that culture, and now I hold myself to a higher standard because I'm putting. So I tell people, I say this, yo, don't buy it if you're not gonna live like that, bro. Don't just buy it because it looks cool. If you say, yo, I fuck with TTD, I like with it, it's because I live by that standard. That I'm gonna work hard every single day, even if I gotta work for 5 years without making a dollar. I'm gonna show up every single day. You know what I'm saying? And even if I gotta, sacrifice time with my friends, even if I gotta sacrifice the drinking, even if I gotta sacrifice the partying, say I want this, I'm gonna go get it, right? And yeah, bro, it's just hopefully, just keep growing it and keep spreading the message. And I'm saying now it's going global, bro. I got people in Nigeria, Kenya, Africa, like different places around the world, like using Google Translate to send me a message, bro. Like it means a lot to me, bro. It means a lot to me because I'm like, it's like you feeling me over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that's what I wanted. That's why I did this. Like now, like you guys are building this your own little community of people who are like grinding to do the right thing, and we're putting everybody on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Just by us showing it through videos. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, bro. And putting it on clothes, obviously.
If somebody were to make a documentary about your life, what would the title be and why?
Oh, that's a fucking great question. If they were to make a documentary of my life, what would the title be? The boy who never quit, bro. I would say the boy who never quit, bro.
I like that.
The boy who never quit. The boy who never, ever, ever, ever quit. I will never stop. Like, dude, there was so many times in my life, like I told you before, where I was supposed to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that 3-year period, bro. Like, bro, I averaged maybe 21 hours of sleep a week. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
or like 28 hours. I was sleeping 4 hours a night, bro. Every night it was 4 hours. Like at some point, I was supposed to just be like, yo, I'm making good money from this engineering stuff. I could sleep at a normal hour. I could wake up at a normal time. I won't be as stressed. I'll go to work, get the job done, come home and relax. But I just never quit, bro. I just never quit, bro. I just never quit. There was times where it just wasn't working, bro. Like, there was months at a time of me posting videos and every single one was flopping.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like as much as I believed in myself, I'm like, be realistic. You know what I'm saying? You're walking that thin line between like, keep dreaming, be realistic, keep dreaming, be realistic. And I just never quit, bro. And even now, like, things come up all the time where it's just like, do I need this? You know what I mean? Like, but it's just from when I was young, bro. I never even, like, there was trials that I went on with teams when I was younger, when I was balling, that was told no. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make the team, or there was just different situations that I never quit, bro. I never stopped. I never was like I said, I never took no for an answer. I was never like, like, it is what it is. People don't get where they want to go because they say it is what it is. They take it like, oh, okay, this isn't for me. I just don't take that. And I don't let anybody around me take that, bro. Anybody that's friends with me, I don't let them take that. Like if something, like, if they lose their job or if something goes wrong, I'm like, all right, bro, like, and what now? Like, and what? Like, okay, you lost your job, right? There's people dying in the world. Like, you have the opportunity to wake up today. You got a fucking phone, and you could do anything. Like, let's do this, let's do that, try this. There's 1,000 ways to, like, there's so much you could do. If I had a couple more hands, like you know what I mean? Like, I would be doing so much more. Like,
Definitely.
so it's just, the boy who never quit would be probably like. It would be. I hope one day I get to make it, bro. Kind of just like make a storyline of like everything that went down. There's so many little different pieces of my life that like I would like to highlight and show the world. And kind of like, even in the moment while I was going through those things, I didn't really know that it would formulate to what it did come out to. But when I look back on it, I'm happy I handled certain things the way that I did. And all of it stemmed from me just like having this like this delusional thing, bro. Even now, like, I have this like I have this, like, I could be the biggest in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could grow more. I could do this. Like, the game never ends, bro. The game never ends. It's a constant game, right? And every day you're trying to level up your character. And it's like, no matter what you throw at me now, bro, like, I'm going. Like, nothing's gonna. I can't see anything stopping me, bro. I can't see anything like sitting my ass down and saying like, yo, I can't do it anymore.
Well, man, I'm excited to see that documentary.
It'd be cool, bro.
I want to just say thank you for your time, brother.
Of course, brother.
It was amazing hearing your story. I mean, I'm excited to see what the audience thinks about your story, because, like I said, not many people get to see this side of you, and not many people get to hear what it takes to actually create content, what it takes to be great in this world, because they think you have it easy sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah. I saw the comments, I started looking through this stuff. Some people are just jealous of what you got, and really, I don't know how you handle all that. Like you said, it was time and tested. You went through it through 3 years for a reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
yeah, bro. I appreciate you having me, dude. And anybody watching this, take what I said, bro. Like, it's like I also remember being in a position where people would just, like, you know, it's cliche, don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how bad do you want it? These are all cliche things. You hear them all the time in all these motivational videos. I'm not trying to give you a fucking motivational video right now. I'm telling you that if you really want something and you know what that thing is and there's steps to get there, just take the steps. And then don't stop till where you want to be. Whether that takes 3 years, I'm living proof, bro. Like years, bro. You're talking about like I watch people blow up overnight. I watch people blow up off a video. I watch some of my friends made careers off of like a couple videos that went viral while I was still working, and like, you know, there will be like some type of event, and I would call off of work to try to go so I can get some content there and come back to work the next day. And like if you want it, bro, like if you want it, it's already yours. If you want something, it's already yours. Just believe it. Believe it. You have to like really, really believe in yourself. Don't undermine your capability. Don't ever think you're not good enough. Don't ever think something's not for you. Don't let the world dim your light. Don't let people take your energy away. Don't let, you know, like people around you that say like, yeah, bro, this is corny, this is cringe, take it away from you and make you think you're not capable, bro. You're anybody who's doing this, like if you want, whether it's content, whether it's starting a business, whether you want to be an athlete, bro, like just fucking do it till it works, bro. And anybody, I tell everybody, anybody and everybody, if you work, if you really want it and you really work for it, bro, it's already yours. It's not motivational. I'm not trying to motivate you guys. I'm just trying to tell you, like, I'm living proof of that. You go and you work, and I told you the same thing when I came in here, bro. Like with this podcast, like you have all the outlets, bro. You have all the access to all the people in the world that touch your fingers. Like by this time next year, you could be living a completely different life. You know what I'm saying? Just developing and growing, and like there's no reason why you can't if everybody else can. But it's just about you willing to wake up every single morning and like, okay, yeah, I'm tired, but I got to do what I got to do. It's part of being a man, right? So yeah, and I appreciate you taking the time to have me here, bro. This was dope. This was a good experience.
Thank you, Bella.
Oh, man.
Let me. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, those headphones.